Hi, today I'm going to be showing you how to safely use a moxa stick in your own home. So all you need is your moxa. You would have received this in our virtual kit, or perhaps you're working with us and you have received a moxa stick for maintenance in between your in-house sessions. So the really important part to look after your moxa stick is keeping it nice and dry so it's not exposed to any moisture. And I like to put it in a brown paper bag or maybe in a container and somewhere cool and dry so it doesn't absorb any moisture from the environment. The herb that it's made out of, it's one single herb and it's called mugwort. We use it internally. We also use it as a burning, warming tool to apply onto the body in different ways to warm up and manipulate circulation. It's really powerful, and in Japan, they use moxibustion as a therapy in its own right outside of acupuncture, but it certainly works on the meridian system, and we can apply it onto pathways and painful areas in the body to be able to introduce more gentle circulation through those areas. So I'm excited to show you how to use this. So when you're doing this at home, it's really important to stay as safe as possible. A couple of reasons. Firstly, it's hot. So if you've got animals or kids around you, you need to make sure that they're out of your way so you're not going to burn anyone or yourself. Also, anything that looks nice that you love, like your favorite scarf or your blankets, they've got to be out of the way. So you make sure that it's not close to those items in your house. The next thing you'll need is an ashtray. Okay, so I've got a little shell, something that's heat proof, or a ceramic, something that you can put the ashes into because it will create ash. It's just sort of like a cigar, which it's not. Please don't smoke it, but it will accumulate ash. So you can tap it off, or like scrape it off as you go. Okay. So right now it's not lit, but I will show you how to do that in a moment as well. I also recommend having a little container or glass of water because if you're all of a sudden need to get up quickly, it could be a really quick way to put it out in case of an emergency. So that's all you need for the moment. You also will need to know what areas to apply it to, and your practitioner from Natural Harmony will direct you in what those areas are for you specifically. Okay, so let's light the moxa stick up and show you how to get it going. So you'll need a lighter as well and a moxa stick. And if I don't have a big lighter like this, I like it because it's quite strong, so it holds its heat. But if you don't, a tea light might be helpful, so you can hover the moxa stick over it so it gets really nice and warm. So I'm just going to spend some time, and I might turn it just to get even amount of heat all throughout. I want the whole tip to be nice and active and red. There we go. And then I might just put some air onto it to get it burning a bit more. And I might add a little bit more flame. So once it starts burning, it will progress to burn and accumulate ash. So this is where you can tap or even scrape it like that in a circular motion to get the ash off. And the next thing you do is apply it to your area that you're working on. Now, I'm going for demonstration purposes, I'm going to apply it to to my hand here, to the bottom of the thumb joint. So I'm focusing on this area and I'm going to do a pecking motion. But at first, I'm just going to hold and accumulate warmth until I feel comfortable, okay? Feel like it's warm, quite strong, I can tolerate it, maybe just before it gets really hot, and I can judge that for myself. In terms of distance, you're about 3 to 4 centimeters away from the area that you're working on, okay? And you can control that. Everyone's a little bit different, but I would never apply this moxa stick directly onto skin. So I'm feeling some warmth now, and it's getting pretty warm. You remember your thresholds might be different. So I'm going to take the stick away for a couple of moments and then put it back on. So it gives your body a little chance to rest and reset. Take it away and then put it back on. And this is a gentle way to accumulate the heat, okay? So it's not hot straight away. It gets the circulation moving gently. So that's one technique, and that's the pecking motion technique. The other thing that you can do, so if my thumb was affected, if my thumb was stiff, for example, I could move the moxa stick from side to side, just like that, and disperse the circulation across an area, okay? This is something that we commonly do on the abdomen, okay? And you can do that in circular motions as well, or in linear motions along a pathway or along an area of pain or discomfort or tension. So just like that. And now I'm feeling like my whole thumb is nice and warm, and there's an even distribution of warmth through that area. Now, I would spend 5 to 10 minutes on each area, but really you're aiming to create good amount of circulation through that space. So you need to be able to assess that for yourself, but roughly an indication 5 to 10 minutes per point or per area. And you want to see an evidence of redness where the circulation has improved and the effect of warmth has taken place. Okay, perfect. So now we've done that and it's time to put our moxa stick out. I've got a couple of tips for you. When I have plenty of time, I just snuff it out and I hold it there for a little while, and I let the fire go out like that. Just snuff it and take the oxygen out like that. And you can see the smoke is slowing down, but I need to hold it, maybe twist it for a little while just to make sure. To be completely positive that it's out and so it's nice and safe, another thing that I can suggest, if you find a jar with a lid, a glass jar, put the moxa stick after snuffing it out into the jar, or you could snuff it inside and put the lid on. So definitely takes the oxygen out, and put the jar outside just in case, you don't want it to be inside and anything happening there. So the other thing that you could do, and this is something I shared with some of my community, if you are in the hurry and you just want to make sure that it's safe, you could trim this end with some scissors. So trim it off. You need some stronger scissors, not like paper scissors, maybe more kitchen scissors. Trim it off and put that bud into some water and throw it away, and then protect your moxa stick in a dry environment as well. I like using a glass jar or container just so it's airtight and safe from moisture. But please don't immerse the whole stick into water because it will go through the whole stick and then it will be wasted. You'll need a new one. So I trust this was helpful. If you have any questions, please write them down below and I'll be happy to guide you. Or you can always call the clinic on 8383-6500 and we'll guide you along. Thanks so much for watching my instructional moxa video and I look forward to seeing you very soon. Bye for now.